Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the latest Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet news and breaking it down because there's been a lot of misinformation about Cyclizar and the Legendary Pokemon Koraidon and Miraidon, so we're going to be talking about that today. If you're excited for the video though, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment, are you a fan of Cyclizar? Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have this tweet here by Soul Silver Art saying, "It is confirmed to be the present version of Koraidon and Miraidon, but it looks like only Miraidon is advanced enough to actually use its throat fan as a wheel lol. You can see Cyclizar stands on all fours and sprints just like Koraidon. Its hands are padded. The official website also strongly supports this idea." But we actually have a pretty cool theory here though by GRS Art saying, "Is it confirmed the paradox forms are just past and future forms without any interference or anything, just time traveled? Because it seems weird to me that the past and future are stronger than the present. Also, Cyclizar is said to be living with humans since ancient times. In other words, Cyclizar has been living with humans since the past. Koraidon is supposedly from the past. It means Koraidon is older than ancient times in Paldea. Or maybe paradox forms are amplified versions of the power of past and future Pokemon, something like that. Imagine a Cyclizar living in the past and one living in the future, but they get sucked by the giant hole in the middle of the region, and when they get to the other side, in present day, they're different and more powerful, like a transformation." I don't know, but I'm just confused. So basically, what this person here is saying is that maybe a Cyclizar from the past and a Cyclizar from the future got sucked into that big kind of thing in the middle of the map, and then they kind of came out in the present day, and that's why there's only one of Koraidon and Miraidon. But yeah, Cyclizar is not a it's not like a present day form of Koraidon in the past and Miraidon in the future. So the thing about paradox forms is that they are not from the same timeline as these Pokemon. So we clearly see that Cyclizar has been stated on the Pokemon website that it's been with humans since ancient times. So Cyclizar cannot be around at the same time as Koraidon because they were both clearly around in ancient times. So that is why Koraidon is a paradox form of Cyclizar. So Koraidon is from a different timeline, like a completely different time kind of situation than Cyclizar. So Cyclizar has always been in the past and the present and the future for Paldea, but these Koraidon and Miraidon from different time zones or like different kind of timelines are the kind of legendaries. It's really hard to explain. It makes a lot more sense if you kind of know what like paradox Pokemon are. We actually have Riddler Q though saying, you know, one heart, one reincarnation. So he's saying the present form is the Cyclizar, and then the past paradox form of Cyclizar is Koraidon, and the future paradox form is Miraidon. So yeah, this is so just basically imagine like there's three different timelines. One with Cyclizar, which is the one we're in, and then there's also a timeline with Koraidons, and then also a timeline with Miraidons. So basically, in the timeline for Koraidon would be the same Pokemon throughout the past, the present, and the future. And then in the timeline with Miraidon, it would be the only kind of Pokemon in the past, present, and future. And then obviously in the middle timeline, we've got Cyclizar, which is the past, present, and future one. But these Koraidon and Miraidons from the other timelines have been put into our present one, and that's why the paradox forms. I hope I'm explaining it. We also have Zodiac Riddler Q saying, you know, "Meet Cyclizar, the Mount Pokemon. This Pokemon has lived in many Paldean households since ancient times. Ancient, let the ancestor statement go die." Okay, so basically what he's saying here is that, you know, Koraidon and Miraidon are not like descendants and ancestors and stuff of Cyclizar. You know, they are from different paradoxes and stuff. They're from different timelines completely. We have more of an explanation of it here on the r/Pokeleaks Reddit. So we have this person here, Gohan, saying, "Q outright confirms that Cyclizar is a present form of Koraidon and Miraidon." So pretty obvious, but need to get confirmation. Well, he then went on to state that Koraidon is not the ancestral form of Cyclizar, and to stress that people are overlooking the literal meaning of the word paradox. He also reiterated the three Buddhas reincarnation thing. I don't know exactly what to make of it, since those hints are all just point in kind of different directions, but I'll do my best. The most prevalent use of paradox in pop culture is the time travel paradox trope. This past is altered somehow, and this causes changes to propagate to the present, but these changes contradict the pre-existing present that must exist in order for the time travel to have occurred. So the paradox usually manifests in strange ways. So perhaps in Violet, a change occurred which accelerated technology in the past, resulting in more futuristic Pokemon to occur, while in Scarlet, a change occurred to slow technological development, resulting in more primitive Pokemon. But the changes led to a paradox, so instead of everything changing, we only find some of the altered Pokemon and probably other stuff appearing in our timeline alongside the original unaltered stuff. As far as Buddha hints go, I guess maybe Paradox Cyclizar found enlightenment in both altered timelines through different methods, and it unlocked legendary power. So basically, this person here, Ambient Dinosaur, kind of explains it quite well. So to put it as as easy as I can, ancient Paradox Pokemon are from a past that never was, and future Paradox Pokemon are from a future that might never come. So they are from different timelines. So all the Paradox Pokemon in these games, they're not forms of the Pokemon. So Paradox Jigglypuff, for example, is not a form of Jigglypuff. Paradox Jigglypuff is a version of Jigglypuff from a different timeline completely, and that's exactly what it is with Cyclizar, Koraidon, and Miraidon. So Koraidon is a version of Cyclizar from a completely different timeline, and that is why it is a paradox form of it. Same with Miraidon, it is a version of Cyclizar from a different timeline, and so that is why these Pokemon are not different forms of it. They're not like ancestor forms or descendants or anything of Cyclizar. They are completely different timelines of that Pokemon. So Edit, on the other hand, ancient times for Pokehumans is likely as ancient as it is for us, like some thousand years ago, which is very short for an evolutionary scale. Koraidon may be from a period several hundred million years ago, long before Pokehumans domesticated Proto-Cyclizar. So CenturyLeaks also calls them Paradox and said that they weren't ancestors/descendants too, but they most post compilations of other leakers though. And this person just says, like, you're obviously excited about it. Kind of weird they're hiding this Paradox stuff still. So many people are going to be rocked. I'm really, obviously there's a lot of people that haven't been following leaks and stuff. So it's kind of crazy. Like, if you haven't been following the leaks, obviously you've been introduced to like, one form, which is Paldean Wooper, a couple of Pokemon, and then like the open world stuff. They don't know anything about like these Paradox Pokemon, which is a massive part of the game, and the games come out in a few months. We're in August now, nearly at the end of August, so we've got September, October, November, and we still don't know anything about Paradox forms, like officially. And it's kind of crazy, like how much more information they've got to like reveal. So I'm guessing they're going to do a trailer in September or something revealing Paradox Pokemon, but as well as that, they still need to reveal like the starter evolutions and stuff like that. There's just so much stuff. So I think if you aren't following the leaks, then yeah, you've obviously got a lot of stuff to look forward to, because like I said, they might have not even reveal like a bunch of the Paradox Pokemon and stuff. They might not reveal like loads of stuff, and we just kind of have to find it out in the game. Obviously the games are going to get data mined before they come out. We're going to see all the new Pokemon. We're going to see what all they look like and everything like that. But, at this point in time, if you're dodging leaks, you've got some really cool games to look forward to. This was a really cool post by Aquatic Panic saying, cool little detail I haven't seen many people mention regarding Koraidon, Cyclizar, and Miraidon. It's pretty clear it's meant to be a midway point for the two legendaries, but it's green as that's the midway point of the light spectrum. So obviously we've always thought like this game had something to do with like the light spectrum and stuff, with like ultraviolet and infrared lights and everything like that. So it is kind of cool that Koraidon's like this end of the spectrum, and then Miraidon's at this end of the spectrum, and then I've also got like Cyclizar in the middle as well. So yeah, I don't know if that's a coincidence or they're actually just kind of using it for the light spectrum, but it definitely makes cool sense there. And also yeah, like I say, this is all the kind of stuff about the kind of like the spectrum and everything like that. But thought that was a cool little thing that this person kind of picked up on. And then finishing things off as well, we have this. So some people are still saying that Cyclizar is a pre-evolution of Koraidon and Miraidon. Again, I've explained so much throughout the video that no, they're just three separate Pokemon from different timelines. But yeah, this is why it is not a pre-evolution. So if you want the answer to if Cyclizar is the pre-evolution of Koraidon / Miraidon, just read, Game Freak just wanted to troll the community. How can Cyclizar evolve into a past or future version, especially evolving backwards to Koraidon? All kind of spoilery, but the answer is no. So this is originally what kind of Riddler Q said a while ago. So, potential spoilers. First theory after these leaks, Q replied to a post of mine saying that Koraidon and Miraidon aren't the same mon, which obviously they aren't, but they're more like Solgaleo and Lunala, but not that they evolve from the same pre-evolution. Well, it must be that Koraidon and Miraidon are Paradox mons. So do you think that Solgaleo and Lunala are the same beings? Don't read too much about this, because not the same, but it will help your inference. They are bounded. Kind of like branched paths of a Pokemon like Cosmo into Lunala and Solgaleo. No. So yeah, this is basically Riddler Q a while ago confirming that, Cyclizar is not going to be a pre-evolution of Koraidon and Miraidon. They are not the same Pokemon. They're not forms. They're just kind of different versions of the same Pokemon. So I hope that I kind of explained it well. It's just a lot of people are kind of unsure on what this Pokemon is. So, you know, Cyclizar is, you know, a version of Koraidon and Miraidon. It's just, you know, obviously the Koraidon and Miraidon that are the legendaries are from different timelines. How they got into our present day, we're not sure. It could have something to do with the big thing in the middle. But the fact that, you know, everyone has Cyclizars shows that it isn't. I don't think it is a legendary Pokemon. I think these Koraidon and Miraidons are just a lot stronger. Like in the Koraidon timeline, maybe everybody rides Koraidons. In the Miraidon timeline, everybody rides Miraidons, and they're like really common Pokemon in those timelines. But in this timeline, there's just one Koraidon and one Miraidon and just like loads of Cyclizar. So we'll have to see how they kind of got into our time and stuff, like our timeline and everything like that. But either way, that's just, I guess that's just kind of like the best way of explaining it and stuff like that with the different timelines and everything. So I hope that kind of made a little bit more sense. Either way, though, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment. Are you a fan of Cyclizar? Let me know. Subscribe if you're brand new. That's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.